See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. To be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. All black is the uniform. Soldiers dead and gone. I'm forever pouring liquor for them. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks. They call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose. Nigga. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All right, cap it up.
Yeah. What's going on? I'm there. Yeah, I hear you.
Most time Christ, sir. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I want to give them the intro.
Yeah. Yeah, something good for them tonight.
All right, yeah, man. So, yeah, man, can. So, welcome again to another Breakdown podcast where we break down the stronghold that hold by the children of Israel here in Jamaica, Trinidad, Caribbean, North Central, and South America. You understand? I'm here with Priest and Captain of 13,000 Nayatak out of ISUPK, Durham, North Carolina. You understand? Big Captain himself. You understand? Right. And me, Officer Kayadwan from ISUPK, Jamaica. You know what I mean? Right. We have an interesting show tonight.
That's right.
That's
right.
So like yes, sir. May I try to set up the TikTok live now? If you want to talk to them a bit before we jump in. You know
yeah, for sure.
Give me a second.
Like now is the time for brothers and sisters to realize, you know what I mean? It's time that we wake up and realize that we're in the last days.
Right.
You're in the last days, brothers and sisters. You see what's going on the earth right now. There's rumors of wars, and wars actually taking place right now on the earth. Right. And your preacher telling you everything gonna be okay if you pray. You understand? If you pray and put them tithes in, everything gonna be okay. If you ain't the preachers, it's the Rastas. If it ain't the Rastas, it's the Muslims.
Right.
You understand? And things are not getting better. It's getting worse and worse every day, every year. Look how 2025 start off. A lot of us don't lose a couple of friends already for 2025. If it ain't true violence, it's true, you know what I mean? The Lord just taking, you know what I mean, taking the life, you know what I mean? It's rough. Things gonna get rough. Things gonna get real hard. Now, what are we going to fall back on? I mean, what's going to ensure that we don't see the judgment of the Lord come on us along with these oppressors that the Lord actually wants to destroy? You mean? The church have you thinking that you don't have an enemy. And the church is wrong for that. You do have an enemy, black man, Hispanic,
right.
Native Indian, First Nation, Caribs and the Arawaks. We do have an enemy. And the enemy is not the person inside the house with you that you argue with every night. That ain't the enemy. Right. The enemy have you and that person, your wife or your husband, them kids in that house arguing every night, bickering and fighting every night while he get rich on this earth. All right? But your preacher ain't gonna tell you that. The preacher ain't gonna tell you Christ died for everybody. But we're gonna have a man by the name of what? Muta Baruka. Supposed to be, you know what I mean, an elder in the community. And elders are supposed to be doing what? Teaching the younger ones, teaching the young men about life. You know what I mean? How to serve the, you know what I mean, the God. But instead, you have men serving the wrong God. So if you're serving the wrong God, according to the Bible, you're gonna get judgment from the Lord. You can't go be a Christian, I mean, and say you're following Christ, you're following God. You're not following God in the Christian church. We see those bent wrists with them tambourines, right? Can't be a Muslim and say you're serving the Lord of the Bible. You serving Allah. You want your sole purpose in life is to go to Mecca and kiss a black rock. That's your sole purpose in life. And who created that black rock? The God of the Bible. Why you think the Muslims? Why you think the Muslims read the Bible too? We don't read no Bible. I mean, we don't read no Quran.
Right.
You understand? But the Muslims, they read the Bible.
Right.
You know what I mean? They do it.
So
come on.
If I may, sir, the Quran says that, you know what I mean, God's chosen people are the children of Israel. You know what I mean? That's dead and done right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You mean we ain't reading nothing after that? If your God telling you, if your prophet telling you that the Israelites are the people, it's done.
Right.
We not getting, ain't no debate in there. It's done.
Right.
Right. Now, you ready? You ready to jump into it?
Gun.
I mean, how you all say blouse and skirts?
Blouse and skirt.
Yeah. I mean, them sisters hold on to that right now. You're fitting to hear something that'll blow you away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's see.
In the meanwhile, everybody watching, remember to tap up the screen, share, like, subscribe, depending on the platform you're watching on.
All right. And now we're about to play a video, right? That Muta Baruka did recently. All right. As I say, I mean, we are not against the brother. Yeah, brother, nonetheless.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he have a chance. He could come out of this foolishness again. But he's supposed to be teaching us as an elder. You understand? But he ain't doing that. Because he's following after some other God. And we here trying to show black people it has to stop. You understand? Since they don't want to do it, we're going to take the burden of teaching these young men. You understand? Teaching them who they're supposed to really serve. What book they should be reading out of. Is it the Quran? Is it the Baba Gita? Is it the what? The Kebra Nagas? Right? Is it the New Jerusalem Bible? What book they're supposed to be reading out of?
Right.
Right? Let's play it.
The Bible, as we have it in the Western world as now, was used to pacify black people. And after them come Africa, in a certain place Africa, when David Livingstone and Richard Burt and all these people come.
And that's another lie that, like, you know what I mean? Like they say, the Bible was used to pacify people. It was a Bible, or was it the oppressor?
Right.
Pacifier. You understand? Right. Because you couldn't read the Bible in slavery. He ain't saying that. Because that's what we was doing. We was trying to read the Bible. Why? Because we know the only way we getting out of this hell was to obey what's in that Bible.
Right.
And we couldn't read it. If we read it, we got our eyes taken out. Understand?
So like, yes, sir.
Come on.
To your point, Nat Turner read the Bible.
That's it.
And Nat Turner went and unalived those plantation slave masters because of what he read in the Bible.
Right.
And like what you said, sir, that was one of the reasons why they started to burn, our people's eyes out whenever they read the Bible. So the Bible did not pacify our people, sir, like what Muta Baruka said. The Bible empowered us. And we not say we go out there and unalive oppressors. But the Bible never pacified us. It is not Christian church and not Christianity that the oppressor gave to us. Slakia.
That's right. That's exactly what pacifies. And the oppression. Right? The oppression. It is to see your aunt or your mom or your dad. You mean leave the house with his two eyes and come back with none?
Slakia.
You understand? That going to teach you as a young man growing up to I can't read this. And now guess what? Now the oppressor telling the black leader who decide to sell you out, teach them this.
Right.
Or what is slave, obey your masters.
Right.
Right? Specific scriptures on obeying your masters, people who rule over you, obeying them. Right? It was used in that aspect because brothers and sisters had got no press.
Right.
But you have an older brother here talking. He telling you that what the Bible pacify you. You read the Bible does not pacify you. The Bible will get you angry at your oppressor. That's why in the Bible it says, be angry but sin not. You understand? Right. Give me oppression, make it a wise man mad. You understand? Give me that in the Bible. Like, what the hell he talking about? I mean, all the revolution you be hearing about. You know what I mean? And on this plantation, especially with Nat Turner, because that was one that was documented because of the, you know what I mean, how much unaliving took place and what he used, right? But don't tell me the Bible used to pacify you. It's your preachers that don't take the bag from the oppressor, that went and learned the Bible from the oppressor. Now they come and take it and give you it and make it docile. pacify you.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we read the Bible and ain't nothing pacifying us. But you know what I mean? The judgment from the Lord and the oppressors. Come on. You get it?
Cancer. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7, and it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
It pacifies a man.
Make it a wise man mad.
You understand? Oppression make it a wise man angry, mad.
Right.
You understand? Mad to the point where he wants to go do something like Nat Turner, but doesn't do it. You understand? Nat Turner had the spirit, but his delivery, that delivery delivered, whatever, what he delivered, that's not how you get out of this captivity. You're not getting out of this captivity by you trying to free yourself.
Right.
And you're not getting out of this captivity by trying to sit on the sideline and just live like Muta Baruka. He up in the age now, your old brother. So he now looking to, you know, just live as long as he could live.
Yeah.
Right? And be peaceful, walk barefoot, and you know what I mean, be humble. You know what I mean?
So like, yes, sir.
Come on.
You know what I mean? He's an old man now, and he, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I said, he just want to live peaceful, but he might make war with the Bible.
That,
you know what I mean? Basically, I make war with the Most High. He no want to make war with the Most High, especially in his old days, because the Most High will, you know what I mean, judge him for all the way he might come up against the Bible for. You understand?
Yeah. And
Slakia, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I thought you had finished. No, you go ahead.
Just to say, in our way to call it now, on the left-hand side, him have a legacy where people rate. He might just die in shame if he continue to go up against the Bible.
Yeah.
Understand? So I need to be careful. Slakia.
Yeah, you're right. And he does not understand the Bible to the point where he doesn't understand that judgment begins when you pass. He going through his judgment right now. He don't even know it. You think that how life's supposed to be? Nigga, that how life's supposed to be?
Right.
You're supposed to have grandchildren, a ton of grandchildren wrong here. A ton of wise wrong here. And you spitting wise words to your grandchildren, to your children.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when I say wise, meaning pertaining to the Bible, that's a real legacy to leave behind. Not what he leaving.
Right.
You understand? What he leaving behind is confusion.
You
understand? Because he does not understand the Bible. And he don't want to come and talk to the men of the Lord pertaining to the Bible. Come sit down and debate us about the Bible. Come and sit down and debate us about the Bible and see. The Bible is the one true book on this planet Earth that every nation, understand me, every nation trying to put the hand on it to read it.
You
understand? Almost every them quotes come from the Bible. Your laws, your rules come from the Bible. Why you think the Muslim read the first 5 books of Moses? Because it's about laws.
Right.
And how you should deal with each other. Right? You don't hear us reading the first 5 books in the Quran.
Yeah.
You don't read nothing in the Quran, nothing in the Baba and Gita, nothing.
Right.
And whatever book them Africans read out of, we for sure the Egyptian Book of the Dead. What is that going to do? Does it have rules and laws against certain particular lifestyles and what you should eat, shouldn't eat, who you should marry, who you should not marry?
So like, yes, sir. But I was just about to make that point, sir. The Bible, the book, the records of the children of Israel is the only book that, upholds a moral lifestyle.
That's it.
Understand? There is no other cultural document, whether it be from Africa, whether it be from Europe, whether it be from any other Eden nation, sir, that have morality in it. You understand?
Right.
One example I like to use is because Jamaica is a country that is very anti-LGBT. You know what I mean? So our people come here in Jamaica coming up against the Bible.
Right.
The Bible is the only book, you know what I mean, that says LGBT lifestyle is against God.
That's right.
And you know what I mean, to attack a book like that is to, you know what I mean, you're blurring the lines. It's as if you are saying you support LGBT. You understand?
Yeah.
So would I encourage Muta Baruka, you know what I mean, and other Rastafarians and other people who come up against the Bible to be, you know what I mean, very careful of how when you come up against the moral standard that the Most High set. Because if you come up against the Bible and teach you that the Bible is not necessary, then you open the floodgates for all manner of immoralities to just flood through Jamaica.
That's it. And then don't cry when you see the youths and them doing what they're doing. And saying that they lost. They lost because you got rid of the one book that would have keep them on the straight path. That one book that would keep them on the straight path. You don't throw it out the window and tell them it ain't. I mean, you shouldn't read it.
Right.
Right. It pacifies.
Done.
When the hell when you read the Bible, ain't nothing pacifying about in the Bible.
Right.
Which means what? Man pacifying you, not the Bible. You understand? Your preacher pacifying you, not the Bible. Because the Bible have a ton of unaliving in it.
Right.
A ton of it. Don't talk about when Christ saved a woman from being stoned to death. So are you talking about being pacified? The Bible pacify you? No, that's an easy cop out. Right. Why? Because you want to pick and choose, just like the Christians, what you want to take from the Bible. So in other words, the Bible don't suit your lifestyle.
Right.
You supposed to do what? Suit the Bible lifestyle.
Right.
But the Bible will suit your lifestyle. So guess what? You're going to pick and choose. I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick that. So guess what? The Bible say no interracial marriage. Well, I don't think God going to make all these people on the planet Earth and then tell me I can't marry this oppressor or this African. You picking and choosing based off of your lust. You understand? So you lusting after another woman from another nation. You understand? You can't follow what the Bible tell you to do. There's stories in there that when men took on other nation and it didn't end well. Taking on other nation caused the flood on the earth. The Lord destroyed the earth because we wanted to go marry people that wasn't in my family.
Right.
You understand?
And Slakia, sir, if I may.
Come on.
The Rastafari community is infamous, you know what I mean, for loving, you know what I mean, women of other nations, especially, sir, that devil, the blonde hair, blue eye, you know what I mean, she-dog, Slakia.
Yeah, you're right. You understand? And don't forget how the Ethiopians and them too. When the Lord created all these nations with what? Male and what? Female.
Right.
So Ethiopian woman don't need you to carry on the Ethiopian children.
Right.
She has the Ethiopian man. The oppressor He has his woman.
Right.
Brother, you have 12 tribes to choose from. It's the same thing. What's his name? Samson. Samson's parents is like, yo, ain't no woman from the 12 tribe. You want? From a tribe you want? And Samson is like, no. And Samson went after Delilah. And Delilah was his downfall. Like so many of us. So many of us think that these black sisters, they're too loud. These Hispanic sisters, they're too rude. These First Nation sisters, they're too rude and obnoxious. You can't deal with them and decide that there's greener pasture on the other side. And then when you go get going on that other side, you realize they were 10 times worse than your sister. You understand? Why not get in the mud with your sister? You in the mud. You think the oppressor want to pull you out of the mud? The only time the oppressor pulling out the mud is because she or he has something to gain. And once it's gained, you going back in that mud. You understand? Right back to your sisters and brothers. All right? Let's play a little more and then we'll get where the Bible, who wrote the Bible. Because a lot of people have this confusion that the Bible was written by King James. When that is just, Negro talk.
Done.
That ain't, you ain't sit down and do no type of research talk. That's just Negro hearsay talk.
Corner talk.
Yeah, corner talk.
Rum talk, slack.
Yes, rum and pipe talk.
Right.
You understand?
Them
have the Bible. And there's a saying in Kenya when them say, when the white man come, them taught us to pray with our eyes closed. And when we open it, they had our land and we have the Bible. And whether it's a proverb or not, from that time until now.
And that's so evil to say too, to make your ancestors look like they didn't fight back or nothing. When the hell you think black people try to do? They fought back.
Right.
They fought back. But you think your oppressor going to put it in the book that your ancestors fought back? No, they'll put simple Negroes like you. You understand? They'll build a statue of Mutabaruka and say, this is how you're supposed to be. Just going about life, living and loving everybody. You understand? Ain't no different than in Rome or in Greece or even in the Babylonian captivity too. Ain't no different. And when I say no different, meaning this, they all had different gods.
Right.
Each society have the different gods where people could choose who they want to pray to, when they want to pray to this God. Ain't no different. And that's how the oppressor wants you. You understand? So you could be a Christian, you could go to church. If you feel like going in a mosque, you could go in a mosque. If you feel like being a Buddhist, you could go be a Buddhist. You could be what? I just like to what? Study all religion. You understand?
Right.
Mutabaruka, up to this day, I don't know what he believes in.
You see it, sir. It's a luck here.
Yeah.
God.
But I could tell you one thing I see believe in is money.
God.
Right? That is one thing I see. You know what I mean? All right, come on. You want to get in the Apocrypha?
Kind of one cancer.
We see black people
The money
hold on upon the Bible more than all them hold on upon them pride of them race.
and little does he know the Bible has more to hold in onto your race than
Kind of one
any other book.
Right. Kind of one can.
Any other book. The
Salakia, sir.
Bible, come on.
Salakia, if I may, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Mutabaruka being such a critic of the Bible, how did Mutabaruka miss all the parts of the Bible that describe the people of the Bible? You know what I mean? How did Mutabaruka not read Songs of Solomon 1 verse 5? You know what I mean? The scripture about the Jews being black, Christ being black.
You know, you may help here because
Salakia, go ahead, sir.
he was pacified.
Right. Kind of one can.
He reading the Bible just like the oppressor taught him to read the Bible.
Kind of one can, sir.
So he making the same points what the oppressor will make.
Right.
You understand? He'll make the same point. Same exact point he's making, the oppressor will make.
Right.
Or African, or Chinese. They will all make the same point that he's making. So he ain't saying nothing new. He just don't know the Bible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me and you would have been just like him, brother, if the Lord didn't decide to open my eyes for us to see. I mean, the Bible, how the Bible said, for those who have what? If you have ears, let them what?
Let them hear.
Let them hear. You understand? Let them hear. Read. Tell them where you are.
Kind of one concern. So I'm in the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary, and we are under the topic of Bible, and it speaks now about the King James Version. No, the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary is a dictionary that explains the Bible. You know what I mean? So it says King James Version. When Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I, who had been King of Scotland for 37 years as James V. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he called a conference of bishops and Puritans, clergy, to harmonize the differences that exist in the church. At this conference, Dr. John Reynolds, president of Corpus Christi College, Oxford, a leader of the Puritan party in the Church of England, suggested that a new translation of the Bible be made to replace the Bishop Bible, which many people found unacceptable. The proposal pleased the king, who violently disliked the Genevan Bible, and a resolution was passed to produce a new translation of the Bible from the original Hebrew and Greek without any marginal notes for the use of all the church in England. Without delay, King James nominated 54 of his best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day.
Yeah. So you see where you're reading, right?
That one concept.
Right. This ain't common knowledge.
Right.
Right. And that's how propaganda gets spread. You know what I mean? You see how the news media is right now? Where you have to really watch what you or how to pay attention to what's being said.
Right.
From what's, you know what I mean, from reality or facts from non-facts. Right? Because plenty brothers done say what? King James wrote the Bible. But you reading it, King James just commissioned people to write the Bible. Scholars.
54.
Right. Scholars. And they tell you, a certain amount translated what? From the Greek to the Hebrew.
Got one gun.
And the Hebrew, no, from the Greek to English and the Hebrew to English.
Salakia, you want me to read it, sir?
Come on.
One gun.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Got one
Yeah,
gun.
we don't go by what we're saying. Let the book read it.
Got one gun, sir. Only 47 actually took part in the work, which did not begin until 1607.
Right.
They were divided into 6 groups, 3 for the Old Testament, 2 for the New, and 1 for the Apocrypha.
Right, and that's what just groups are talking about.
Right, got one gun.
Yeah.
Got one gun.
He had the money and he commissioned them. Why? Because the church was trying to use the Bible to control the commoners.
Right.
So now, not everybody knew the language, that Latin. It was rich people that knew that Latin. The priests and them that knew the Latin. So we couldn't open the Bible and read it. We had to go based off of what?
What them said.
Yeah, and trust.
Right. Got one gun.
But you know you can't trust your oppressor.
Right.
You cannot trust the oppressor. Tell you could walk, you run. You run as fast as they can run.
Right.
You understand?
So
the oppressor tell you, come on.
Like yes, sir. Just to say, that is the very reason why King James sanctioned 54 scholars to translate a new translation, because he never trust the oppressor. You know what I mean? They them call it the Geneva Bible. You know what I mean? It's coming from the Roman Catholics, which are the oppressors. And they did not agree with that. So they make sure them do a more, you know what I mean? He paid for scholars to do a more accurate translation, hence the King James Version, sir. Salakia.
Yes. And the King James Version, as we all know, is the closest translation from the Hebrew to the English.
Right.
You understand? The Bible still says it loses force with the translation, but nonetheless, it's the closest. Of all the Bibles that are out there, the King James Version is the closest translation to the Hebrew and to the Greek.
Right.
Translation. Closest. So now that cut everything that he is, spewing out his mouth. Right? Now, give me where it says in Timothy. Give me it in Timothy.
Sir. This is the book of Slack. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 16, and it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of God.
Right? All scriptures. All.
Right.
Right? This wasn't King James' word. And another thing, they like to say King James was a so-called oppressor. King James was a brother. King of Scott was a brother. And it's hard to see it, right? Because of the oppression that the oppressor put us through. But just take today, right? Jay-Z are wrong, but black people still what? Suffering. Oprah, you understand? These are rich black people. So why you can't tell me that it couldn't have a rich black man back then too?
Right.
You understand?
So that, yes, sir.
Come on.
Because of the, you know what I mean, the popular propaganda that has been spread throughout the years. You understand? People can't come to, you know what I mean, believe that black people once ruled England and Europe. And that King James was a black man. So like yes, sir. You know, say we did a class with you and we break down a book called Secret Service by Secrets of the Secret Service by John Mackey, where it describes all the family or the relatives of King James. They describe them skin color and everything. Like this man named such and such, and his appearance was dark skin, black. And this was a book written you know what I mean, about the time of King James, sir. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? This is not a recent book or a recent document. This is record about who was in, you know what I mean, rulership and in parliament in England. You understand? But this is information that our people don't have. That's why we have to give thanks for the ISUPK and the commanding general Yahana. You understand?
Mhm.
Because without the UPK, our people would have never know all them things. And you know
No,
what I mean? Slack, yes, sir.
no, you're right. Because guess what? They're not teaching them this in the schools. They're not
Right.
teaching it in the church.
Right.
You learning that King James was part of the LGBTQ community.
Kind of one can.
You learning that King James was some oppressor.
Right.
When you should just go do a research, thorough research for yourself.
That's
And you'll
right.
see. So yeah, give me you read Timothy already, right?
Kind of one can, sir.
All right.
I don't think I finished it, sir.
Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. And is Salakia. All scripture is given by inspiration of God
Uh-huh.
and is profitable for doctrine.
And as what?
And is profitable for doctrine.
It's profitable to follow everything in this Bible.
Right.
The prophets are black man, Hispanic, and First Nation man. And when I say man, meaning man and woman.
Right.
To follow everything in this Bible. The Bible has rules on marriages.
That's right.
You understand? The Bible tells you that sex is marriage. Now, just take that one thing the Bible tells you. Sex is marriage. You know how much difference that will make in the black community, in Hispanics and First Nation community? You know what difference that will make? That one thing from the Bible.
Salakia.
Come on.
Jamaica is currently suffering from a paternity fraud problem.
What do I call it? I forget
jacket.
what I call it. Huh?
Jacket.
Yeah, jacket.
Yeah.
They say you all I think is number one or the second number two.
Number one, sir.
Yeah, number one.
And
that's just based on the fact that you're not following the rules pertaining to marriage.
Right.
So now these sisters having a husband and then having another man. And in the Bible, that woman be considered a what? A whore, according to the Bible. And according to the Bible, that woman, you're supposed to leave that woman.
That's right.
You understand? And them brothers who done get a jacket, the day you learn you get a jacket, you should just walk out the door.
That's right.
That ain't your problem. That no longer your problem. But the Christian church done pacify us to be thinking, you know what? I will step in. I'm better than that man.
Right.
Yeah, you a fool if you think you're better than that man.
Right.
You're a fool.
And Salakia, sir, to add to your point that you made earlier, see, if the Christian church was teaching that sex is marriage, then we wouldn't have this, you know what I mean, wild culture here in Jamaica.
Yeah. Or in the Caribbean,
right.
Yeah, or in America. You wouldn't have this culture. You understand? Where a woman, she can only have one man for her whole entire life.
Right.
You know what psychological difference that's going to make on her? So now she don't have to give her body to men.
Right.
You understand? And don't talk about the abuse. The Bible is against any form of abuse to a woman or to a man.
Right.
So I don't know what Mutabaruka are talking about. The Bible is the only book on this planet Earth that takes care of everything pertaining to your life. Everything pertaining to your life, the Bible takes care of. Hygiene, what you eat, your diet. Right? Who you marry, how to keep a marriage, how to know when the marriage is over. Some of these men, what I call them men in a country where, you know what I mean, you call them Captain Saver,
No, last sir, we don't call them Captain Saver, or we call them Gal Claw.
yeah. You understand?
Come on.
Like the church doesn't make a ton of girl clown.
Right.
Anyhow, let's listen to a little bit of Amuta again.
Oh, you know good. Oh, you know bad. You have to know good, you know. Oh, you know good. You have to know bad. Because you have to have something associated good with to say something wrong. So what them developing is a good and bad thing. A God and devil thing.
And you see what he's saying? How do you know when something is good and something is bad? The Bible tell you that.
Right.
The Bible lets you know what is good and what is bad. The Bible lets you know.
Mm-hmm.
A man can have more than one woman, according to the Bible. So some people might think what? A man should only have what? One woman. Right?
Right.
So what you gauging whether a man good or bad on when you say he can only have one woman? It can't be the Bible because the Bible don't hold that. The Bible tells you a man could have as many women as he wants to have. And it tells you how we should go about doing it. You understand? But if you don't have a gauge in life, if your gauge in life is what suits your life, then brother, you'll be a Mutabaruka.
Right. So Salakia, sir, if I may.
Come on.
He said that, how do you know good? You have to experience bad to gauge it and judge it from. I think that's the mistake that Adam and Eve made.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the Most High never want Adam and Eve to experience the evil.
That's
it. The Most High just wanted them to, you know what I mean, be obedient and experience the good.
That's
what Mutabaruka is saying now is that no, you need to experience the good and the bad. Well, guess what? Our people are experiencing the good and the bad. You know what I mean? Our people gone off in some lifestyle, and you know what them get? HIV. That's the bad. You understand? Yeah. Some people break the Most High laws and get unalive in the worst way. That's the bad. We are experiencing the bad today. We don't want to experience some more bad muta. We want the good. Slap.
That's it. So follow the Bible.
Right.
Give me the one in Hebrews, I think 5 and 12. We'll play a little more.
We never have no God and devil in our tradition. We never have no God and devil in our tradition. When something go wrong, we blame the God. We blame the God of this or the God of that. Even when rain fall, if you're looking at Yoruba tradition, even as
right. So a whole, you know what I mean, it's a lot, you know what I mean, it's loaded, and you know what I mean, everything he's saying, you know what I mean, you could tell, you know what I mean, he's a man that taught himself. We need ICBK, we don't teach ourselves.
Right.
You understand? We don't do that. Right? You get it? Hebrews 5 and 12.
Concert. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5 and verse 12, and it says, for the time ye ought to be teachers.
For the time when you ought to be what?
Teachers.
That's it. You're older brother, and you know what I mean, in society. You know what I mean, you a man like, you know what I mean, like Beanie Man. He's supposed to be teaching them young men how to go about the business in the music life. But he ain't doing that. He talking down on them men. You understand? And here comes Mutabaruka.
Hmm.
You supposed to be teaching the young men about life, who to marry, who not to marry. Right?
And every day them come, Salakia sir, every day them come and bash the young men, the black, you know what I mean, the black men here in Jamaica, the Israelites, and big up the hands them, you know. Salakia.
Yeah, and talking about, you know what I mean, this younger generation is lost.
Yeah.
You older generation lost too.
Right.
And it's because of you failing to pass on wisdom according to the Bible is the reason why these young men lost. But ain't no sweat. Commander Jerry Hannah, just step out of the way. Step out of the way. Somebody asks you to do an interview, you should tell them, I'm not authorized to speak for black people.
Right.
Let Abadawan, one, do it. Them men in the UPK, them men authorized to speak on the Bible. But if you want to ask me about Yoruba and Fufu,
yeah,
whatever, I could talk to you on that.
Right.
But I definitely cannot talk to you about the Bible because I don't know the Bible. But I know these men, they know the Bible. Talk to them. They'll tell you exactly what's in it, what's not in it. Right? Read.
God concert. For the time, he ought to be teachers. He have need that one teach you again.
You need what?
He have need that one teach you again.
He needs somebody to teach him, Mark.
Right.
He needs somebody to sit down and let him know, yo, King James didn't write the Bible.
Right.
The Bible don't pacify you. The Bible have a lot of unalivening in it. You remember the story of Nat Turner? Did that pacify him? What Nat Turner did, was that someone who was pacified by reading the Bible?
Salakia, if I may as well, sir.
Come on.
Paul Bogle was a bishop, you know what I mean? And reading the Bible, you know what I mean? It made him a rebel against the oppressor. You know what I mean? Change him from a Christian bishop to a rebel. You know what I mean? Okay.
Because when you read this Bible, you will see that Christ himself was a rebel.
Right.
He went against the Roman society. He went against the society that the high priest and them try to lay down for black people in them timing.
Right.
If he was not a rebel, why did they hang him from a tree? You understand? That ain't no different than you doing a crime and you getting the capital punishment of that state or that country. Christ received the capital punishment of their time. Why? Because he was a rebel. You understand? For his people. You understand?
Right.
Well, it don't pacify you, Mutabaruka. You understand? There are men who teach you the Bible, who you depend on to teach you the Bible. They are the ones pacifying you. They are the ones who trying to make you be comfortable in the eyes of the oppressor. So guess what? They're so pacified that they will let the oppressor just walk all over them.
Right.
So guess what? The oppressor could come in your country, buy up all the beaches, and you can't step foot on them beaches that he buy up. You can't. Come in a country and take all the resources. I'll always talk about that Blue Mountain. That Blue Mountain coffee has a name, has a reputation in the world. And it's not owned by Jamaica. It's not. So tell me who pacified the Jamaicans. Was it the Bible? Because you aren't reading the Bible. But I can tell you, if you start reading the Bible, things will be very different.
Can one can.
You join with you get in class with Abadawan and K1, or things
That's
gonna be real different on the island.
That's right.
You ain't gonna be walking around barefoot and just enjoying, you know what I mean, just going about life. You'll have your boots laced up and
Right.
you'll be going around waking up brothers.
Right.
And you won't be sitting down complaining and talking about the younger generation this, the younger generation that. You don't know nothing.
Right.
Come on. Any more on that?
Can one can, sir.
Come on.
Can one can. Ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracle of God.
Which be the first what?
The first principles of the oracles of God.
Yeah, what's the oracle of God? That Bible.
Right.
And the first principle is you're going to have to be taught. You understand? First, you'll get milk.
Right.
There's milk scriptures where you had to be taught who you are according to the Bible. How in the hell you going to read the Bible and don't even know you're not an African?
Right.
You wearing things like you're African because you don't even know the Bible.
That's right.
You are better than the African Mutabaruka.
That's right.
You're better than them. You make following Pan-Africanism fly. But that ain't your people. That ain't your culture. The Bible had nothing to do with religion. Man created religion. And religion comes from the Greek word religio, which means what? Basically what? You're holding back, to hold back something. Which means what? This person that's in this religion is being what? Basically pacified. You holding him back.
Right.
So now instead of you being pissed off of your situation, my brother, don't worry. Everything will be just fine. Just pray about it. God said to love everybody. This, that, the other. You are being held back in that religion. You're being held all the way back. That's why when brothers come out of the church and step foot in a class, brother, the zeal that you're coming with to learn about your culture, you be on fire. You understand? You be on fire. Because how the Bible, you read the Bible, that's the Spirit of the Lord. That's the Holy Spirit. And when I say be on fire, meaning now you seeing what to eat, what not to eat. You know what I mean? Right. Who to deal with. When I say who to deal with, meaning who to marry, who not to marry. Your eyes start to open and you realize I ain't no African. And I've never been no African. You know what? Right. I'm actually better than the Africans.
God.
Yeah, you need to be taught the Bible again. Give me where in the Bible where it says we're talking about being one God.
God.
Talking about Yoruba and Brenancy.
Yeah.
The hell is that?
God, sir.
Come on.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God, is one Lord.
Oh, Lord, our God is what?
One Lord.
One Lord, not gods.
Right.
One what?
One Lord.
One Lord.
Right.
Ain't nobody rivaling the Most High.
That's right.
You talking about the God and the devil? Those things was made up by a slave master. You don't even know that because you don't even know the Bible.
Right.
That's why you're regurgitating it. The Bible has not, it doesn't say God and the devil is his arch nemesis. It doesn't say that. The devil, Satan, works for the Most High.
That's right.
He's employed by the Most High. That's what the Bible say.
That's right.
And Muta, if you ask me, I could show you it.
Mhm.
Because the Bible say you need a teacher. We right here, brother. You know what I mean? But don't let the pride get in the way. You know what I mean? These young men can't teach you the Bible. Yeah, these young men can teach you the Bible.
That's right.
Definitely can. Right? Read on.
Salakia. That was it, sir.
That was it? All right,
Come on,
solid.
come
So let's put a little more on this and then we'll get to the end.
Santaria.
on.
All I do is the God of the gods, and then you have the other God, Shango, and all these
Right.
things.
And there's another thing also too, as I was saying, this here is Greek mythology.
Mhm. Come
Just
on,
they're calling their gods by different name, giving in their gods African names.
Uh-huh.
When the Greeks give their gods Greek name, is just based on whatever society you're in. Because as a nation, you don't want to follow a God that doesn't look like your people. Why
Right.
would you want to follow a God that doesn't look like your people? The only time you following a God that don't look like your people is because that people that following a God that don't look like them is because they were oppressed
Mhm.
by the God they're following.
Right.
You understand? So now he wants to follow after what? The African God.
Mhm.
You understand? So in his mind, the Africans, he is who he aspiring to be like.
Mhm.
So he's making himself what? Second or third class to them Africans
Right.
just by following their gods. When your God wants you to be on top of the food chain, on top. You think a lion will aspire to just be a gazelle and just, prance around? No, Negro. No. Ain't choosing that. But we doing it because of our leaders. We lack leadership in the Black community. And Commander Jay Hanna is trying to fix that with raising Black men up to take on the responsibility of doing what? Caring for the community.
Right.
Because brothers don't give up on it. Your older brothers don't give up on the community. They give up. They decide, you know what? I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to walk this earth barefoot and I'm just going to love everybody. But what about your little black boy who ain't got nothing?
So lucky, yes, sir.
Come on.
Baruch has taken off his shoes and, you know what I mean, put his foot up, you know what I mean, to rest and relax. You know what I mean? So lucky.
I don't blame him. He getting up there in age, Jack. But just move out the way.
Right.
Don't talk about the Bible. Send them way, man. Send them our way. We're going to sit down and we're going to discuss the Bible. What questions do you have on the Bible?
Right.
Let's skip all the way down here.
I'm not thinking when I talk, it's true, I got to go experience it. I'm live it in the bush. I'm ear brethren who have certain knowledge and understanding of certain things. And I don't fight against it, but I listen to them. It's not like when I hear them and say certain things, no. I'm going to say, don't, brethren, oh, yeah, I say that. You know, see, where you get that from? I'm going to say, God, actually, I say I made the heaven and the earth. Where you get that from? I just said about 1892. We must say, I just have to make the heaven. But come and turn I just have to see, not God. I just have to say, I got on God.
You see what I say, Cap? So, he catch himself a while ago, sir. He must say, I listen to
I got on God.
Him a complain, sir. Salakia say Haile Selassie can't be God because him don't create the heaven and earth and then him catch himself and say Haile Selassie higher than God. That's the hypocrisy of Mutabaruka. He want to keep him Rastafari audience them. You know what I mean? Him know Selassie is nothing but you know what I mean? Some normal regular heathen. Salakia, sir.
Yeah, he's an Ethiopian. Selassie is an Ethiopian. He's not an Israelite. He's not like me and you are. He's not like the brothers in Jamaica.
Right.
Selassie is a regular African.
Right.
And now he's saying Haile Selassie is higher than God. Then I guess the Queen of England is the mother of God. I guess the Queen of England is Mary.
Right. God.
Because Haile Selassie, your God, bowed to an oppressor.
Right.
Maybe that's the reason we're talking about Haile Selassie. Because maybe this is just your plight to do what? To have a oppressor side by side with you.
Right.
Because how in the hell are you going to say that Selassie higher than God and the Queen of England made Selassie bow to him?
Right.
He went and begged the Queen of your God went and begged the Queen of England for help.
Right.
To get back his position in his kingdom. So who is really a God?
Salakia, sir. The Rastafari community call him the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, trying to steal the title away from a black man called Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Then what does that make the Queen of England? The Queen of Kings.
Yeah.
The Queen of Kings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's over him.
Yeah. That's the only reason why you bow. The only reason you bowing to someone is because you are saying, I am humbling myself to you.
Right.
You understand?
So
Jesus Christ never bowed to no one.
Right.
But the Most High. You understand? He ain't bowed to no, especially no woman. But your God did.
Right.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, them Rastas, they are all too. They cannot come and debate us. Because that's one of the questions they're gonna have to answer. I hope you Rastas listening out there. Put the blunt down just for 1 second. I needed to go do this homework for me. Why did your God bow to a woman? Right. Not just a woman, a white woman.
Right.
Why?
So,
I need an answer. Come on.
Somebody in the chat said, somebody named David, the Pisa said, this 2 man is mad. It's referring to me and you and me, sir. You know
but he had to say why we mad though.
Yeah, kind of one kind.
You know what I mean? Because I understand, you know what I mean? I understand when somebody's angry, you know what I mean, the emotions get you know what I mean, ahead of them and they just say things.
Right.
Without giving a reason. You know what I mean? Women do that a lot of times. They just get angry and they just bloat or whatever come to their head. Men should not do that.
Right.
If you make a statement, then say why you make a statement. I'm saying why I'm making a statement. Why? Because Commander Jerry Hanna done turned me into a man.
That's right.
You understand? So I make a statement. You understand? I don't just say things out my mouth. I think first and I respond. You understand? I go study. I respond. If I don't have the answer, pertaining to whatever verse you want in the Bible, I tell you, hold on, I'm gonna get back to you. I report to men above me. Ain't no problem with that. But when you start making wild statement like that, I'ma think mommy grow you up, not daddy.
So like yes, sir. You know what I mean? Just to say, you know what I mean, to that person. Are you saying that Captain is, you know what I mean, is not speaking the truth when him say Haile Selassie bow down to Queen Elizabeth? Is that what you're trying to say? Because the history is there. Haile Selassie not only bowed to Queen Elizabeth, he bowed to the Pope. So, you know what I mean? Like what Kappa said, is that the God we Uno serve? The man will bow down to your oppressors? You understand? You need to answer that, Mr. David, whatever.
David ain't gonna, he might not answer. He might be here and he might just type the answer, you know what I mean, all the way to next week.
Right.
But I just need David. David, let's go do that.
So like, yeah, he made a comment. He said Rasta don't care about that.
Of course he ain't gonna care about that, because that there is proof. That there is a proof that you being a Rasta, it agrees with your lifestyle. It agrees with your lifestyle. So somebody coming and telling you that your God is bowing to a woman, that should end everything if you're serious about serving the Lord. But you're not serious about serving the Lord, David, you serving yourself.
That's
and
right.
Serving yourself is going to get you in a whole heap of trouble with the Lord. You're going to get in a whole heap of trouble. You're going to get a woman that's going to be, boy, you ain't going to know how to tame her.
Right.
But trust me, you come in here, we're going to teach you how to tame a woman. I don't mean to talk about her in a way like she's an animal, but you know what I mean? You will teach your sister, let me say it like this. You will get a woman who will humble herself to you. You understand?
So like, yes, sir.
Come on.
Make another statement. Him say, Rasta not stopping. No, it is too late, brother. You know what I mean? So I guess, so like,
no, go ahead.
I guess he thinks, you know what I mean, we are out here with a vendetta to stop, you know what I mean, the Rastafari community. Let me say something to you. Yeah. Let me say something to you, brother. The Rastafari community and integrity has died a long time ago, and it had died with Haile Selassie in 1984 or 1974. You understand? Selassie bowing down to the Queen and the Pope is when the Rastafari movement died. You understand? It's just that the bones are now rising to the surface, and now people are seeing that Rastafariism is dead. We're not follow right now, we're not follow it in vain. There's no integrity and no foundation in the Rastafari movement. You understand? So we are not out here to you know what I mean, to kill something that is already dead. We are here to wake up the dead, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, the children of Israel. You understand? So we don't know what you try to say, brother. Salakia.
Yeah, you know what I mean. What's his name, David? Let's keep on. Ask him what's his nationality.
David De Pisa. Yeah, what's your nationality, David? David De Pisa. What's your nationality?
Yeah, let's ask him what's his nationality. I mean. Right. Give me
Jamaican, sir.
A Jamaican. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, Lord will he one of us where, you know what I mean, he keep on coming and listening. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, how to put it? Like ask us questions pertaining to the Bible. You should be asking us questions.
Right.
You know what I mean? David doesn't, from the way he's speaking, I don't think he even know that that whole Rastafarian movement is a mixture of East Indian, African, and the Bible.
Right.
And they just blend it up.
Mm-hmm.
They're called syncretism. Right? So now you have dreadlocks, which the East Indians call what? Shiva Jatas.
Right.
Right? The weed smoking come from who?
The
The
East
East
Indian.
Indians.
So
So you take that, then you take the Christianity in it, which comes from, which they try to use the Bible to push the Christianity. So now the Rastas read the Bible. But you read the Bible, but you leave out the part where the Lord tell you don't smoke.
Right.
So you're picking and choosing just like the Christian. You're picking and choosing just like the Muslim. And then you're wondering why your life going like this? Why we life go, you know what I mean, going like this? Why black people in this condition? Is because we don't want to listen to the Lord.
That's right.
We prefer listen to the man in the mirror. We prefer listen to the man in the mirror who tell us to take charge of our life. We don't need the Bible. You understand? And most of the time, brother, straight up, some of these Rastas is just addicts. And they slave to a grass. You know who's a slave to a grass? Goats and cows.
Right.
They chew grass whole day. You gonna smoke grass whole day? You a slave to you a slave to weed. You sucking on tobacco, on marijuana, on a leaf, on grass. That's what you sucking on. That's what you reduce yourself to as a man. You're better than that, David. Trust me.
Right.
I used to do the same thing you're doing too, until I opened the Bible and I realized I wasn't pleasing the Lord. I was not. You know what I mean? I know we up on the time mark, but let David keep on coming. And if David have any questions on the Bible or anything, tell him throw it we way. All right,
so that one comes.
I mean, I think that is it. Oh, what Exodus? Where I think it's Exodus 15:3.
Got one gun.
That's it. Where he says, "You shall have no other gods." Right, and there's a reason why he said gods. Mutabaruka telling you to have gods. The Bible telling you do not have gods. Just one God.
Right.
Muslims, before they got the Quran, they had 365 gods, one for every day, until Muhammad ran into Jews and the Jews told them we only have one God. That's why the so-called Muslims have a credo that is very similar to what we have in the Bible. Right? Come on.
Got one gun, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
What?
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Spell that. Spell the gods.
Got one gun. G-O-D-S.
Plural. Why? Because the Egyptians had gods. That's why the miracles that Moses was doing was destroying all their gods.
Right.
But Mutabaruka would have you think our culture had gods. Our culture didn't have gods. the Egyptians, who were Africans, their culture had gods.
Right.
You understand? The Arabs, their culture had gods. Ask any Arab, where's Allah? Ask any Arab, what is the significance of walking around a building and sticking your head and kissing a rock?
So that, yes, sir, if I may.
Come on.
I think we have an Arab in the chat. His name is Ali Abubu.
Yeah.
So
that might be one of them purple brats.
Okay,
Yeah,
him said, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and most merciful, all the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the Alamin, mankind, jinns, and all that exists. So that.
Yeah, that, he sound like he fake. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bother with that piece of garbage. But I need a real Muslim to tell me why I have to go to Mecca, walk and do something, what I call it, a Hajj, right? In whatever weather it is. And to boot too, I don't know, they gotta tell me, but I heard some of these rich Arabs be unbrotherly with the Mecca. They had their own stuff where it's separate from other Arabs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You see what I'm saying? I want real Arab.
Right.
I want real Muslim. Answer me this question. Why you have to circle a building and then go kiss a rock that other men don't put the lip on it? Is anybody standing up by that rock and wiping that rock off after a man put lips on it? I mean, if I was one of you Muslims, I'm telling you straight up, I might just walk around my house, get a black stone, get a stone painted black, and just do the same thing you all doing in Hajj and call that Hajj. If we had to kiss a rock, what's so special about a rock? You tell me you make a whole entire religion based on walking around a building and then kissing a black stone? Is that stone Allah?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, I'll leave it there. I want the Rastas to go tell me why the God was bowing to a woman, and I want the Arab to tell me why you walking around a building to kiss a black rock. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I believe it's just men that just walk around and kiss a rock, kiss a stone. You know what I mean? I'm how to say, you know what I mean? I need a pause button. You know what I mean? For that. But you gotta tell me. You know what I mean? But we're gonna end it here right now. So next week I expect an answer from either a Rasta or a Muslim or both. All right. Anything to say again?
Slakia, just only to say, you know what I mean, I think those, you know what I mean, who made the journey to Mecca should go seek a, you know what I mean, a doctor and do some, you know what I mean, what I call it, test. Herpes might be spreading or some on that rock.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like how them we call them, how them porn stars be doing it. Like before they go do this stuff, they had to get tested.
Yeah. They might have to do that. Because that rock up, you know what I mean, whole heap of saliva upon it, sir. So
brother, I'm telling you. That's what I try to, you know what I mean? You read the Bible black people are the most hygienic people
Right.
on the planet. You understand? I'm
Got
not
it.
walking around nowhere to kiss no rock that about
Right.
10,000 men done put a lip on.
So lucky.
And ain't no, I mean, I show it ain't no, you know what I mean, no pack. It's full out kiss. Kissing that rock hard.
Fighting to kiss the rock.
I'm telling you, stampede.
Gone,
You're telling
gone.
me, people, your God wants you to unalive each other to get to a rock to kiss it? Arabs, you know what I mean? I tip my hat off to you all, man. You know what I mean? I'm being sarcastic. You know what I mean? No, that's like them Arabs and I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah,
Sarcastic. And
Abuba,
no way. You know what I mean?
Abubu might take you literally, sir. So like, Abubu, that name like that seem too smart. Abubu.
Yeah. He's a fool. He think people a fool, man. I mean, that's them purple cats that just, you know what I mean, coming up with them retarded name. You should get fired from your position if you're a purple cat. You're too dumb. You know what I mean? Anyhow, you know what I mean, right to end the day?
Gun, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man. To order again, sir, for an excellent show. You know what I mean? Again, this is the Breakdown Podcast where we break down the strongholds that hold back the children of Israel here in Jamaica, Trinidad, Caribbean, North, Central, and South America.
That's
and with
right.
that, shalom.
Shalom, Solia.
Yeah, man. Yabasha Shalom.
Yeshua